One thing is for sure, and that's anyone who loves cars loves their wheels. So I'm going to be showing you how I ceramic coated my wheels at home to protect them for the winter season from start to finish. And also in this kit that I'm going to be using, there is a specific item you're going to want to have when you do this for the first time, because it's going to make your life so much easier. It will help you ensure perfect coverage of the ceramic coating on the entire wheel, but it also make you feel more confident while you learn to do this at home. So let's dive right into it. My winter wheels have 1 season in them, and I did ceramic coat them during that season, but I wasn't really happy with the product. Since I took them off, I also didn't give them a very good cleaning. Having a clean and decontaminated surface will ensure the ceramic coat will adhere to the wheel. To get these wheels nice and clean, I'm using Adam's Wheel Wash. Having a clean and decontaminated surface will ensure the ceramic coat will adhere to the wheel. And because my wheels are really dirty, I'm going to go over it twice to make sure I haven't missed any spots. Even if your wheels are brand new, I'd still recommend giving them a good wash. You don't want any contaminant at all on the wheel. I have this handy wheel brush that works great to cover all the surfaces of the wheel. For some of those tight to reach areas such as the lug nuts, I have a wheel woolly that fits perfectly. Typically I do use Diablo wheel cleaner by My Chemical Guys, but I've been using more of Adam's Polish's products and I love how great they work. It eats away at all those really tough contaminants and makes removing everything super easy. And since I'm already cleaning the wheel, it makes sense just to hit the outer walls with a stiff bristle wheel brush. You can just tell how dirty they are. Washing the wheels removes most of the dirt and grime on the wheel, but I also need to do a full clay bar inside and out to make sure I pick up any tough grime that was left behind. This is a very tedious step, especially with wheels where there's a lot of hard to reach areas, but when you're going to ceramic coat, you want to make sure everything is removed from your wheels and they're as clean as possible. When clay barring, keep your surface lubricated with a solution designed for clay barring. I'm using My Chemical Guys Clay Lube. Because you want no chemicals on the surface when you are done, make sure you don't use one that lays down any kind of protection to the surface, like Mother's Gold. That's a great example. It's a 2-in-1 solution, but it also lays down some protection and you want this to be a clean slate. The wheels have been washed inside and out, and now it's time to move on to the next step of the process, which is prep. There is a reason why I'm bringing the wheels inside to finish them off. You do not want to apply any ceramic coating in any weather under 50 degrees. If you do apply the ceramic coating under 50 degrees, it will not cure properly to the wheel. The ideal temperature is going to be around 60 to 70 degrees, and that's going to get you a good bond. And the last thing you want to do is spend all this time working on your wheels to find out that you have a wheel that's unprotected. With the Adam's Polished kit, you're going to have everything that you need to ceramic coat your wheels at home. It's going to include surface prep, which we're going to use here in just a second to do a final decontamination of the wheels to prep them for coating. Of course, it includes your ceramic coat, but it also includes graphene mousse, which is going to be used for upkeep and maintenance in between washes, 2 microfiber towels and an applicator pad, and of course some gloves to keep your hands protected. And there's one additional item in this kit that you're going to want to have if you're doing this for the first time. It's going to make your life so much easier, but we're going to get to that right after we get these wheels prepped and ready to go. The surface prep in this kit is an IPA special blend using isopropyl alcohol. An IPA cleaner is formulated to remove any leftover soap, sealants, and final surface contaminants, giving you the clean surface you need to start your ceramic coating. And a clean white towel is always a good sign because it means there's nothing on the wheel. If you really want to, you could mix an isopropyl alcohol and water to create this yourself. A properly diluted IPA spray would typically mix a ratio around 10 to 25% alcohol mixed with distilled water. So if you're going with 15% alcohol, your water ratio will be around 85%. However, I find it much easier to go with a store-bought product and not worry about the dilution, and the Adam's Polish kit comes with this solution already, so you're good to go. Now on to applying the ceramic coating. You'll want to wear gloves to protect your skin and be in a somewhat ventilated space. The odor is strong, but it doesn't fill the air and is only very strong when you first add some to your applicator pad. I like working from the inside of the wheel and then I move my way to the outside, and I apply in large sections, making sure I have full coverage. And that's where the extra item in the kit becomes a huge game changer, and that's a UV light. That's because this ceramic coating has a UV tracer in it, so you can see where it's applied and make sure you don't miss any sections. After I finish a section, I let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes, and the kit comes with 2 removal towels that you'll use to wipe it right off. And then you can go back with the UV light and see what spots you missed, and you'd be surprised how easy it is to miss spots, but with the UV light you won't miss anything. When I move to the outside, I like to work in sections. That way I'm getting even coverage on all the areas and not trying to focus on getting it all done in one go. Once I've got them all done, I'm going to set them aside and let them cure for 24 hours. Now, different ceramic coatings will have different times. In this case, it is 24 hours, and I put them in an area where nothing will touch them. It's time to get the car lifted up and get all 4 of these summer tires off, and we're going to see the difference between a ceramic coated wheel and a non-ceramic coated wheel. My summer tires are not directional, they can go anywhere on the car, but my winter setup is directional, so the tires go a specific direction. You'll see on the tire wall what direction they actually go in, so when you're doing your tire rotations, you can do a specific rotation for that type of tire. My front passenger side is going to rotate to my back passenger side, and I'll put the back one to the front, and that'll complete the rotation for this season. Make sure when you're first putting your lug nuts on to do it by hand first and screw them in so you don't cross thread the bolt. The last thing you want to happen is to make a quick job turn into an hour-long job and cost more money. And my high quality, super sophisticated lug nut storage system was free. My summer wheels don't have any ceramic coating protection, so when water gets splashed on them, you can tell it kind of streaks and it kind of sits on the wheel, and the water doesn't bead up and slip right off. On my fresh coated winter wheel setup, you can tell when water splashed on them that there's an immediate bead effect and the water just like slips right off the wheel. And it's also going to take contaminants and dirt with it, but they're still going to get dirty. It's just going to be a lot easier to clean. So we're going to put this ceramic coat to the test. We had a massive snowstorm that came through, and that means there's tons of dirt, salt, and grime all over the wheels. So we're going to use this self-serve car wash using nothing but water. Most of all the dirt, salt, and contaminants fall right off the wheel when you're washing it off. And as I said, we're not using any tools or any soaps. We're just washing this with a pressure washer. Using a microfiber towel, I'm doing a quick wipe down just to see how much dirt was left on the wheels. And to my surprise, there's really not that much. There was a couple sections that had a little bit of buildup still on the wheel, but overall the pressure washer basically removed most of the contaminants without using any soaps or any brushes. With your regular maintenance washes, you should still use soap and brushes, but having this coating on your wheels or paint is going to make that job so much easier. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out this video right here. It is my detailing process from start to finish of how I keep my engine bay, my interior, and my exterior always clean. Or if you want to follow the build on the STI, check out this video right here. It's the latest on the build. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. Any questions, be sure to post them in the comments. And as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next video.